Hi guys, I want to discuss with you a few things that are going on this week. We are in week 3 of the semester. Last week was kind of a little mix-up, so many professors are trying to kind of catch up. But for the online classes, pretty much everybody should be on schedule. Some of the questions that I have been receiving deal with the Learn Smart modules and the program itself. Make sure that you're using the link that I gave you in your class. I know some students last semester just logged on to McGraw-Hill and put in the access code, but you need to make sure that you use my link. That's very, very important. I have 6 classes that are using the Connect, not only for human growth, but also general psychology. And I need you to make sure that you use your class link that gets you to your information. So some of the questions about the Learn Smart modules and then the ebook, if you log on to that site, I have a different monitor. It's going to have LS chapter 1 and it has all the different chapters. That's considered the smart book. And if you click on that, if you click on any of the chapters, there's going to be highlighted sections that are kind of soft gray. You can click on those and of course the print comes up. At the bottom is a practice button. If you hit practice after you've read the material, then it will just ask you questions. You get credit for practicing. It's almost reviewing for the quiz. So you can practice and practice. Now I know some students says, well, it says recharge, continue, but you can keep practicing. All of the modules stay open through May. So you can go back and review, you can go back and practice. In fact, you may want to do that. The first 2 weeks of the program are free of charge. And then after that, they're going to ask you if you want to buy the program or not. Now, one student messaged and said, it's this cost in the bookstore, it's this cost on McGraw-Hill. You can just buy it from there. If you do the 2-week free trial, you just go ahead and purchase it, and it is a little bit cheaper from the actual website. So you want to make sure that you're practicing. You get credit for practicing. I've had some students, because they showed me today, that went ahead and went through all the different modules and they practiced everything and they're done. They'll get that credit already. So you can work ahead if you want to. Please feel free to get it done. I just have to use the program. I have to implement the program. The program was assigned to this course. It's assigned to all human growth, all general psychology classes, so I have to implement the program somehow, and so I felt like giving you credit for practicing is what you can do. Now that kind of deals with that. So, I know some of you asked me about that. You can purchase it again right from the site after the 2-week free trial. Now here are the questions about the quizzes. First of all, I hope that you read my email or the announcement, announcement, about the quizzes. I course copy information from last semester into the current semester because I can use some of that material. So you'll see the dates on the quizzes we're back September, October. That's because some of the questions I like and I keep, and some questions I change. I change them up every semester. So that's why you saw previous dates. So you don't need to email me and say, hey, it says September, you need to change it. I know what I need to do. I'm going to try something a little different this semester. I talked with my colleague. He is doing the same thing, as we both teach human growth and development and general psychology, and both of these courses use the McGraw-Hill Connect. I'm going to go ahead and open up the quizzes, okay? Not the end of course exam. It says EOC, not that one yet, but quiz 1, quiz 2, quiz 3, quiz 4 for general psychology, and quiz 1 through 5 for human growth. And having discussed it with him, and having taught with students, some students do like to work ahead. They want to get the quizzes done. They need other classes and that time to work on their other classes. Some of the other classes will take more of your time. So I'm going to go ahead as far as the chapter quizzes and open them up. I've gone through them. I've worked on them. I'm going to open them up. So feel free to start on those chapter quizzes. I think quiz 1 was scheduled this week anyway. Chapters 1, 2, and 3. That course schedule at the end of the syllabus tells you what chapters are going to be within that specific quiz. So please don't email me and say, what is quiz 1? It's chapters 1, 2, and 3. It states it on the course schedule in your syllabus. So you can go to the syllabus and look at quiz 1, quiz 2, quiz 3, quiz 4, 5 quizzes for, human growth, because it's a lot of chapters. And that's what the quizzes will be on. So I'm going to go ahead and open those up. you'll see the end date. You'll see the end date for all of those quizzes, and I must have them completed. If you want to start now, you can. If you want to do it week by week and follow the schedule and say, okay, I don't want to really take this till February, I don't want to take quiz 3 till March, you can do it that way, but all of the quizzes will be opened up. And the chapters are stated on that syllabus. So the reason I want to make this little video is just to kind of clarify the Learn Smart modules. They're there for you to practice. You get credit for practicing the Learn Smart modules. I had to implement the program somehow, and I felt like if I could benefit students, practicing what you've read would be what you could gain from. The quizzes are in your D2L. You will hit assignments, the down arrow button, you will hit quizzes, and you will see all of those quizzes. And so when you're ready to start, you can. The format of the quizzes, they're all multiple choice. They're all multiple choice. And they will all be graded upon completion. So when you finish that quiz, and some of you already know this, you've taken quizzes online, and you hit submit, it's done. That grade automatically goes into the grade book. Now, I'll probably take today and just kind of go back over them one more time. Today's Monday. I needed to catch up on not seeing my in-class students last week, so I have some things to do, but I'm going to have them opened up. And so when you're done and hit submit, that grade will be automatically posted in the grade book so you can keep up yourself with what you're doing and how you're progressing in the class. If you see that the Learn Smart modules of practice is a percentage of your class, and I will tally that up at the end of the semester. When it closes out, I will tally up and give you credit for the Learn Smart modules. I will tally your quizzes, and then of course the end of course exam. Now I'm going to hold off opening that end of course exam till probably maybe after spring break. That'll be, end of March. I need to explain that just a little bit. That's a departmental quiz. So all of you guys that are taking human growth, all of you that are taking psychology, I'm kind of addressing both classes, will take the same departmental exam. Everybody who's taking it will take the same one. This is for student learning outcomes. It's a requirement that we have to have. And so that will be a little bit later. But for the quizzes, just the chapter quizzes, again, I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm opening them up now, and you can take your time. Please don't email me and say, do I have to take them all now? Take them whenever you want, but make sure that they are done by the last day of classes, and you will see that date. When you open them up, you'll see a calendar date. I need them all completed by then. So I hope this clarifies a little bit of what you need to do. I try to keep the courses very simplistic so that you can enjoy the material and gain information from the material. For those of you taking human growth, this is a pre-professional class, so you need this information. For those of you taking general psychology is a requirement now for many bachelor's degrees. So, this is great that you're taking it. This is awesome that you're taking it, because many students didn't take general psych and went on for their bachelor's degree, and they're like, you don't have general psych, and had to come back and take general psychology. So you may be accomplishing several things by taking general psych. So I hope this clears it up just a little bit. I want you to really enjoy psychology and enjoy the information. It's really, really good information. And if you have any problems, again, I gave you my cell phone number, so just text me, let me know, and then maybe if you really can't figure it out, we'll just chat. Most of the time I can clear it up, but just a quick conversation. So hopefully we can get the semester going again. We had our snow day last week. Some of you have in classes, so we were out, and we can start progressing in the summer. So let me know if you have any problems.